Hello, this is Praveen. I'm starting a new video series on automating the Azure resource deployment using PowerShell. I go over various resources and their deployments and their management in the future videos. But in this video, I will talk about the base of the Azure automation, that is logging into Azure using service principal and management certificate. So let's begin. Um, Let me first open up the PowerShell as an administrator, and so before we uh, begin logging into Azure using the service principal or using the management cert, we have few prerequisites. So that is, we need a certificate and some Azure AAD app. So we will go over that in the first place. So first thing, we'll create a self-signed certificate from the PowerShell. So I have written a commandlet here that will create a self-signed certificate with the DNS name contoso.com in the certificate store local machine/my. Okay, let me fire up this commandlet first. All right, let me prove that this certificate is actually installed. I can fire up another command, cert/ local machine/my, and then $cert dot thumbprint. Let me put this in the parentheses. Okay, this certificate is actually installed on my local machine/my certificate store. And the second thing I do is I'll export this certificate as a CER. So for that, I have this commandlet, or we can open up an MNC and do these steps to export that. I would prefer the commandlet. I will go ahead and fire up this commandlet. So this certificate is exported to this store, this location on my local machine. All right, I have test.cr, get child item, blah blah blah. All right, let me fire up this. Yep, let me go to that location, C drive, test.cr is exported here, and so this is all the manual way of exporting with MMC. I'm gonna skip it. Now here we go. We will have to create an AID app. So I'll go to portal.azure.com, then I'll go to Azure Active Directory, then app registrations. I will create a new registration here. I'll say this test 2 or something. Accounts in this organizational directory is fine. I can go and register. Now my app is ready, and this is the application ID and this is my directory ID. I'll go under certificates and secrets. So I'll upload the CER certificate that is exported. I'll choose that certificate, test.cr. and add it. Yep, the certificate is added here, and let me copy the name of the app. So I'll give this app permissions in my subscription. So my subscription name is pay as you go. I'll go to my subscription and access control IAM. I will say add a role assignment. So I'll give my app a contributor role so it can manage the deployments like creation of resource or deletion of resource. I'll add this app, save it. Alright, this is done. Um, now let's go to PowerShell. So I have given my app the permissions, the required permissions to log in with that app ID. So I'll fire up another command, connect azure rm account. Uh, so it needs few uh, parameters like tenant ID. Let me go to that app and find them all. Alright, the tenant ID is this. Let me copy that, and the application, and this is the application ID, and it needs the certificate to authenticate with the subscription, the certificate thumbprint. So I'll say dollar cert dot thumbprint. Let me fire it up. So I'm now authenticated to Azure using the RM deployment. So let me test that out using one of the resources. So I have an application insights. Let me see if I can be able to get this with a command let. Let me say get Azure RM application insights. Alright, it needs name of the resource and resource group. Here is the resource group. Yes, I am authenticated. So this is service principal authentication using the Azure RM. So the same is applicable using the AZ commandlets. In place of Azure RM, you would put AZ instead. So using connect hyphen AZ account is what you do. Rest should be similar. Um, so for the rest of the series, I'm going to use Azure RM, but the same is applicable using the AZ account. So that would be the future of Azure PowerShell. But I have not installed the AZ modules yet. So I'm gonna go with Azure RM for now. But the concepts are similar and the commandlets are similar. So all you need to do is just replace Azure RM with AZ for the most of the commandlets. Okay, now let's start with the management cert login. So this is used for the classic for managing uh, for managing the classic resources like the cloud services and classic storage accounts and etc. Uh, so this is dealt slightly different way than the RM resources. So in the RM resources, the service principal, you can give the service principal the role you want to give. Uh, so in that way, you have a clear control of what role the app can perform, and here you do not have that control. uh, so all you do, so the certificate is actually having the full control over the subscription. So be careful to manage the certificate very well, so you don't compromise your subscription. So let's begin. So I'm going to use the same certificate that we exported earlier for this management cert login as well. Let me go to the Azure portal and let me go to my subscription and go to the management certificates and upload the certificate here. All right, yeah. Now we have given, uh, now we have uploaded the certificate under our subscription. Now let's go to the PowerShell, and all you say here is set hyphen Azure subscription, and it needs your subscription ID and subscription name and the certificate as a parameter. Um, so let me give the subscription name. It's stuck. Okay, subscription ID. Let me go to my subscription, copy the subscription ID and subscription name. Subscription name is here. And the certificate. So this needs to be the PFX certificate where you have the private key, and my certificate is under $cert, so I'm gonna give it that. So this is it. Now I am authenticated. Use for classic resources as well. To prove that, let me say get hyphen Azure account. Here you go. Let me say $cert dot thumbprint. So EA5C is the subscription listed here. So I am logged in using the certificate that just created now. So that's it for today. See you later. Thank you.